Hello, my friends. Dorothy here, professional astrologer. We're going to talk about the full moon in the sign of Leo. It's on January 25th. It's at 5 degrees. It is also, we also have, actually, I should say, Jupiter making a 90-degree angle, a square, to the sun and the moon. It's in the middle, like me, and the sun and the moon are here. That's a midpoint. And this is, this is wonderful because it gives us added emphasis on what this full moon is about. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And simultaneously, just before the full moon, we also have Mars square Chiron. Let me share my screen with you so you can see what I am talking about. All righty. And it is this. Here is the sun opposite the moon, 5 degrees of Leo, 5 Aquarius. And then here is Jupiter. It's at 6. It's 1 degree away, but it is still very strong, nice and tight. It won't take but an hour for the moon to make the exact square to Jupiter, and less than a day for the sun to make the exact square to Jupiter. So it is part of this, part of the energy of what this full moon is here to represent. And full moons in Leo is absolutely about, it's about our self-esteem. It's about what we're passionate about, what we really want to engage in right now. When we have the sun in Aquarius, and good old Pluto's there now. When we have the sun in Aquarius, it definitely highlights groups and associations that we're part of. But when we have this full moon in Leo, something makes us aware, somebody, something, a situation makes us aware of maybe this group isn't in alignment anymore with what you are passionate about, the things you want to be creative about, the things that, let's add in Jupiter, the things that feel that you're engaged in, the things that you that have value to you. That's Jupiter in Taurus, making that midpoint between this full moon and Leo. They're all fixed energies. They're all fixed signs. Aquarius, fixed air, Taurus, fixed earth, and Leo, the moon in Leo, is fixed fire. So this says that we are really engaged and we're ready for something to give. I know I am. I feel, especially this month, now that Pluto is finally in Aquarius, but the last few weeks, I'm recording this mid-month, but the last few weeks, the tension and the stress, whether it's within my own life or others, can really feel it. And now that we have this full moon in 3 with Jupiter in Taurus engaged in this, that's why there's 3. With these 3 planets all configured during this full moon, fixed energy, I really feel that we have an opportunity here for something to release and to let go. Now, one of the things that I see here would be that I want to, I'm speaking but generally speaking, we want to engage in things that we're more passionate about and that we just can thrive in. Because that moon in Leo can be dramatic. It's very fiery, but it's creative. And if we've been feeling incredibly stunted or not able to shift out of this old thick mud, it's like having your feet in cement. The full moon here gives us an opportunity to examine that and really dig deep into what that represents for you. I have it written out on my website in my blog post. You can just get on my newsletter email list and I will send that to you in your inbox. Guys, I have no email funneling, so you don't have to be overly worried about that. You will have to confirm you want to be on my email list. That's all you have to do. Just to be clear, you'll get this in your inbox. But the point is like, so you can get more details than what I'm saying here, because I've written something out it's pretty intricate. So I want us to focus on this full moon in Leo and know that what the opportunities that we have here, I'm just going to clear the screen. The things that we have going on here represent just an opportunity for us to break away from being stuck in old situations that we've just had enough of. And that is a piece of what I see with that going on. I'm going to stop my share. This can give us an opportunity, besides, honing in on what it is that, how we want to assert ourselves in our passions and the things that excite us. This is also an opportunity for you, for me, for all of us to be aware of our own self-esteem and our own self-confidence, because the full moons represent somebody or a situation is going to bring to our attention where we realize we're stuck and we're not happy, and where somebody can like really push your buttons around self-esteem, right? That's Leo. That's the moon in Leo. So this gives us an opportunity for us to assess our feelings, assess where we're feeling insecure, and release that. That's what full moons represent. They give us full awareness of situations so we can then sift and sort to figure out what is working and what isn't working. So we can then sort of clear the deck. That's a New England statement, comment, I think. If you have a boat, you know what I mean? You clear the deck so you're able to continue to flourish and focus on the things that are growing well. Okay. So we have that. Now we also have with this, let me see if I can grab it. I wasn't looking. Let me share the screen again. We also have during this full moon, Mars square Chiron. It is with the Lunar North Node, but the main, and Mercury is there too. I didn't write about Mercury in the forecast. I guess I should have, but I forgot it was doing this. But we have Mars and Mercury squaring Chiron in Aries. Yeah, that's a toughie, but it's gives us an opportunity that Mars in Capricorn is in its exaltation, right? That means I am driven to accomplish something. And with Mercury right there, the very next day, Mercury makes a conjunction to Mars, as right around the same time as this full moon. So it's a really good opportunity for us to take our words, take our reputation, words Mercury, reputation the Capricorn, bring all of that to the front of the line, if you will, and start to examine what it is that we need to work on, whether you need to do a big vision board, or just do the rows of pros and cons. This is what we can do when we have Mercury conjunct Mars in Capricorn squaring Chiron. Because Chiron, with this during the full moon too, it's not directly connected to the full moon, but they are all happening simultaneously. So while this full moon ushers in that creative process, it can usher in the creative process of healing old wounds. And that creative process can happen through journaling, writing things down, or having conversations. Journaling feels safer for a lot of people because it's just easier to write things down than to confront people, because that's just not whoever you are, right? That's my preference. I don't like confronting people. So I like to write things down. I mean, I stick up for myself. I'm not a wet blanket, but sometimes there are things you just need to process yourself. And I think that's what I'm really trying to say here. This is all happening during this full moon in Leo. How can we regain our passion and what we want to focus on and what feels fabulous to us? So we want to use this square between the two planets in Capricorn, Mercury and Mars, squaring Chiron and Aries. Again, really close to that North Node in Aries. They'll come together soon too. And it just means that I need to work on my own individual process so I can take steps towards my own self-healing, confront, if you will, the things I need to confront in my own life. And I'm speaking about you too. You just put yourself in my words and confront my own challenges with courage and strength, right? this aspect supports this transformative journey, especially with that Jupiter squaring the full moon, right, at that midpoint. So we have this journey towards personal growth, personal resilience, and then we're able to use the Jupiter at the midpoint of this full moon, for activating, taking steps towards what we love and what we value. That's Jupiter and Taurus. Help to broaden our horizons, help us to seek new opportunities. That's the Aquarius energy that's present. We want to pursue goals, but the only way we can pursue goals sometimes is we've got to let some of the really old things go. And now that Pluto is in Aquarius, we have an opportunity for a new opportunity for freedom and approaching things in a new way. And this full moon in Leo, which actually, if we look at the lunar gestation cycle, which I love doing that, and it's written out on my website, like I said, we want to look back 18 months to July 28, 2022, because that was the beginning of the lunar gestation cycle that this current full moon is connected to. I have all the exact dates and how to process and use them written out on my website. So you're welcome to come there, DorothyMorganastrologer.com. All right. So I hope, no, I don't hope, I know, I hope, I hope this is helpful for you. I would love you to really find a way to use this process. Let me know in the comment section below how this is coming out for you. There could be some deep psychological things coming to the surface with this, and don't let it slip by. Get your support behind you, support around you if something big is coming to the surface. And if it's just like all of a sudden you realize something from decades of life or whatever, and you realize it's like, oh my gosh, this means this, write it down, process it, and then lovingly release it. And know that you have some space now to start creating something new. Because once you get past a block like that, it's just the space we have is amazing. It's amazing. And then you have an opportunity to do things that are new, Aquarius, do things that you're more in alignment with and what you're passionate about, that full moon in Leo, as well as the Jupiter and Taurus, helping you to focus in on expanding your horizon now that you have more space around the things that you love and value the most, Jupiter and Taurus. And then with this whole healing process with Mercury and Mars and Capricorn squaring Chiron and Aries. This is a really awesome full moon. And look back to July 2022, July 2022. Yes, it was 18 months ago when this whole cycle started. The lunar gestation cycles are 3 years long. So we're halfway through it. So go take a look, and I hope that is helpful for you guys. This goes on to Patreon first. Thank you guys for your support. And then once this gets to YouTube, thank you for your support. Please comment, please share, please like the channel. 80% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribers, so I'll call you out. Hit the button. Share with your friends. Write information below. It's just me. I don't have an assistant. I will answer your questions. All right. Be kind. Blessings, everybody. Namaste. I'll find my way out of here.